in the 2-minute drive. So, offense made it on the end of the half drive, and defense made it on the end of the game drive.
Mike, with the opener 2 weeks away, how do you assess where this team is at the moment?
I would say we're on target. I think you have to be practical about, just the challenges that all of us have gone through. It's not, it's just not a normal year. So, you have a lot of measurables from my past experience being a head coach. You have measurables that exist from the past experience of the players here. We look at those each and every day. So I feel like I have a really good handle on where each player is that we have history with. You're obviously going through this for the first time with your young players, so you're going as you can. But the volume of work that I've stated in the opening statement, to get that much work done in 1 hour and 30 minutes means we're getting close. We're getting close to being ready for the Rams.
It looks as if you guys are limiting the number of snaps Amari's getting in practice. What's the thought process behind that?
Well, once again, there's all kinds of information that goes into those decisions, and that's a daily adjustment. I wouldn't read into it. Once again, we have the benefit of resources to make calculations and roll guys in and out of there. And at the end of the day, you're obviously trying to get ready schematically. You're trying to get your fundamentals in order. You're trying to hit the things from a technical standpoint you need to get done. And let's not forget, we're still evaluating our football team from a personnel standpoint. Go ahead.
Do you have any concerns about Amari Cooper's health?
No, I don't. No, not at all.
Was there value today in being able to evaluate your safety position after Xavier Woods exited?
Well, I think anytime younger players get more reps than they were probably slated to get, it's an opportunity for evaluation for those particular players. So, yeah, once again, I was really looking for quantity in a short period of time to hit the conditioning plan that we had here in place tonight. We accomplished that, and we wanted to get it probably 60% to 40% young players to the older players. And I feel like we accomplished that.
Mike, how would you describe your first time coaching the Cowboys here in AT&T Stadium?
Well, it felt good. It actually felt really good to walk into the head coach's locker room. Brought back a lot of great memories. And actually, Jerry and I were sitting in there earlier having a few laughs. Well, I was laughing. It wasn't as good memory for him as it was for me. But, no, this is a special place. My goodness, just to be able to walk around just to the different facilities that I, obviously didn't take the time to do as a visiting coach, but what a masterpiece of a stadium. So very blessed to have the opportunity here to coach here.
Do you expect any of your injured guys to come back to practice this week? Sean Lee, Cheeto?
I don't have an answer for you. So we'll see in the morning. Those guys are more, day to day or next couple. I don't have a specific timeline for both those guys.
We heard artificial crowd noise be pumped into practice for the first time. What was the thinking behind that?
Well, it's league mandated. They're trying to pull all the all the football ops criteria together for the regular season games. It seems like they're now settled on a decibel level. Excuse me, I'm so dry here. Level of noise. So I was kind of waiting to see exactly how loud it was going to be, and particularly the crowd noise that's going to be the same in every stadium. So that's a pretty accurate example of what to expect.
And what did you think of that level of noise and things along those lines?
I'm not a big fan of fake crowd noise, but there's a reason for it, and we'll be fine.
And on the numbers thing, like going back to that briefly, is that kind of a one-off for this year just based on all of the unique circumstances, or is that something you could do going forward? They've always put that blue-white thing on TV, as they call it, through the years in camp.
Well, did you guys enjoy it? I mean, we'll have to get the input from the fans and the media, see what Rich has to say. So maybe take a vote. But no, in my mind, it's a one-time deal. But you know, I'm not opposed to doing it again. I kind of liked it. It brought back some good memories.
Why aren't you a fan of the fake crowd noise for practice?
Well, it's just not real. You know, I don't know what you thought of it. It's just, you know, you play in stadiums throughout your career, and some stadiums have really bad fake crowd noise, and some are better than others. So it's just, you know, you do this long enough, you know what it sounds like. So it's, I mean, it's just not the real thing.
You said the lack of numbers brought back memories for you, Mike. What? I can't help but wonder of what. What did that make you think back?
Just when you're playing football as a young kid, you know, no names, no numbers, just guys out there, you know, playing football. And once again, you know, what I was looking for tonight, I was looking for, you know, a high quantity of volume of work, and we got that done. And I just like the look of it.
Do you have one more practice like this before you start preparing for the Rams on Wednesday, or will you actually do some work on the Rams tomorrow?
Well, we're kind of working on them just without talking about working on them. So I mean, we'll do some install things tomorrow. We'll be more in a competitive. Still, I still want to get some competitive work done because it's been so good for us. So we'll do more competitive than Ram work tomorrow, and then frankly. Wednesday morning we'll still do some competitive drills, and then we'll shift gears on Thursday.
Mike, you mentioned how one of your goals for tonight is just basically going through the routine of the pregame meal, the pregame bus drive. Did you give a pregame speech to the team, and if so, what did you say?
No, I didn't do a pregame speech. Really just wanted to get the pregame routines down for the players. I think that's really was the most important part of the pregame. Are actually pregame drills, frankly, and we'll review it in the morning, but I think we'll have more correction in the pregame drills than we will in the actual practice. So there's just some things we need to tweak and adjust. And but you know, at the end of the day, there's so much individual preparation before you even go out in the traditional pregame. So you know, it's changed over the last 10, 15 years. So really getting the pregame components in place was my goal, just so guys can dial into their specific routines the day of the game, and then you know, because once we came back inside after our pregame, it was a practice environment from my view.
Late in practice, Noah Brown, I think it was Noah Brown, caught a touchdown. What kind of camp do you feel he's had at the back end of your wide receiver depth chart, competing for a spot there?
I think he's doing a heck of a job. You know, obviously coming off his injury, and you know, just the things I've heard about him in the past. So I'm excited for him. I think anytime you see a player go through, you know, a phase of injury and battle back like he has, and obviously the potential that he showed coming out, and but he's doing a heck of a job. I don't think there's been a practice where he hasn't jumped up and made a play. So he's playing very well.
Mike, how much are you guys watching other teams' social media feeds, other reporters across the league, and trying to glean information from them that maybe you didn't want teams to glean from you guys tonight?
Well, I mean, we definitely have a process in place. You know, Will McClay is leading that process, and you know, and that's frankly part of our reasoning for the white and blue shirts this evening with no numbers, because you know we're watching everything that we can get our hands on just to get a glimpse. And you know, it's the COVID challenge, this particular year that we're in. I mean, it's how you evaluate personnel around the league. So, but yeah, that's a process that's in place.
Mike, you had Kellen down on the sidelines and Mike Nolan upstairs. Is that how you'll do it during the regular season? And just in general, can you discuss how you like your coordinators and where you like them to call games, or if it matters to you?
Well, I mean, it is a personal preference. I think I've always liked the coordinator on the field, but the fact that since they've switched added the ability to call the game from the box directly to the player on the field, the linebackers and the quarterbacks. Obviously, I'm talking about. I think it's totally personal preference in my view. So it's the network system you have with the multiple headsets and the quality of video and pictures on the sidelines. You have all the information you need to execute a very healthy network on game day. Good? Okay. Thank you, everyone.